was definitely a nail biter and pushing things to the absolute limit now. We'll have to see if they have enough gas in the tank to see what they can do. Gaimin Gladiators on the CT side with a almost a three-player setup towards B, having that lurk into middle. Jaspim just watching it slowly and surely. Here, one player going to be inside a big pit, so he's just going to check things out. That's Carson to wait it out, and look at how much passive control we're seeing here from ATK.
It's a very passive T side from ATK, but they're just trying to bide some time and see what they want to do. See if Gaimin Gladiators get aggressive, perhaps waiting for a mid or a cat push. Nothing doing there, though. Swisher with one and another pick coming through as well from Bowden. Good stuff to start this one off here from ATK as MOTM will drop another. It's all crashing down here for the Gaimin Gladiators as an ATK side, which does not win a lot of pistol rounds, is about to sweep this one up clean. Fady with the last. And that's something ATK didn't do back on Inferno, is win a pistol.
Well, and they're also picking up T rounds too, right? It's looking pretty good already. Things are changing a little bit here on Dust2, but we'll have to see what's going to happen. And oh, wow. 3 scouts. Cynic, Carson, and Jazz going to go for the 3 scout purchase. If they can convert this round box, this can allow them to get some better control of that money game, right? I mean, their money situation won't be in the shambles. See what they can do. They got the 5-7s in contention here for the other players. And ATK now, slow and steady race into long A. AK Gleal's going to be purchased. Fady getting tagged already, but he's able to find a kill. But there they are. There's the scouts. They're able to do some prevailing. And now the 5-7 B-Will. He's able to do some good damage. Not getting the kill, but look at ATK. They're stuck. They can get out of this, but they got to go now.
Yep, great stuff here right now from Gaimin Gladiators to answer back, even with the damage on the Mistum too. Scout for Jazz Pimp looking for more victims, and he'll finish off MOTM with a clean headshot. Leaving it all down to Bowden and Mistum. Unless these ATK boys can find anything, it's going to be a nice force buy round won by the Gaimin Gladiators, plus some upgrades too. At least 2 AKs to be gained. And that's something that Gaimin Gladiators would love to take into round 3. They could shut down that counter force from ATK on top of it. Go on to an early CT streak. They would be more than chuffed here, but a good trade back there from Bowden. Knows there's another one in towards CT spawn. Knows there's one on Cat as well, at the very least trying to get the bomb down. And that will be achieved. Bomb goes down, 3v2 hold. Can ATK do it? Bowden's got the first out long. That's a big one onto Cynic.
Oh, B-Wills just misses that shot too. But he's got the pistol, so now it's just down to B-Wills by himself. 5-7 in hand. He's got a player in the site, a player in the big pit, and they just need to have this crossfire. It's already lined up, and B-Wills doesn't have a chance. So he's just going to have to fall on back. He's got that armor, and it's all about survival now. It's not the craziest amount that he's going to be able to save, but at least it's something. But a very good round from them, all things considered, right? It doesn't go their way, but hey, they were able to do some big damage. This is going to affect the money game here, long term here for ATK, but they get themselves 2 rounds on the T side.
2 rounds on T side is 1 shy of what they did in regulation on Inferno, so already getting close to that goal. I think the goal, though, a lot more than 3 rounds still. It's a good sign early on for ATK. Gaimin Gladiators forcing back again? You don't normally see this at all. This is incredibly rare from the Gaimin Gladiators. There's only one to defend the B site. They're trying to come through on retakes to help out, and Jaspim combines with Carson for 2. Looking for another, tags down Fady to 76. Fady will spray down Carson and tap away onto Jaspim, bringing it back to a 3-on-3. The bomb has been spotted, and it is down. But Gaimin Gladiators going full gamble mode right now with this buy-up. If it pays off, it's going to be huge.
Flash comes in. They're both just going to swing into this. The bomb's actually going to be dropped, but double kills coming in. B-Wills now. The one-on-one situation. Monum does have the scout. Bomb's going to be dropped, so now B-Wills, he's got some good footing. Spamming away, giving his presence known. Oh, but he hasn't been able to catch this Monum. He's been able to get across, but AK is going to be retrieved now for B-Wills.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going to have to move. He's in the window, Monum. The timing. The timing is everything now, and they're going to be able to cross into this. Monum, he's bringing a Glock out. He's going to be able to win this fight in ATK. They survive threat number 2 with a 3-0.
And it should be a 4-0 here, unless the Gaimin Gladiators force up again, in which case it still probably would be 4-0. But at the very least for the Gaimin Gladiators, the money of ATK has not been allowed to grow. It's been kept very honest here. Bowden will be able to get an op, but the utility is not going to be there. Fady as well as zero utility whatsoever. Utility spam out long. It's a bit of a half-buy here from the Gaimin Gladiators, who are chucking a lot of utility and a lot of damage the way of ATK once again. George will trade out Beewills, who has fallen. And aggression up cat, too, from Carson could get something done. He's just sitting there waiting for him. And Jasmine with another scout headshot. Carson now chimes in with another. George will grab an AK. And this time it's a 4v2 and not just a 3v2 in the favor of the Gladiators.
Yeah, it all came down to Carson just playing inside that smoke. But bottom, he can do something, but he's getting tagged a little bit. Now bomb's going to get picked up from Bowden. Let's have that big green. Have to do something here, and Bottom's able to find a kill. So putting in that op into the rotation. One player going to be on the ram. Bottom just missing the shots. This is against the USP. But now they have to cross into long. They don't have any utility either. Bowden's able to make it through. Molly just touching Bottom's toes. And there it is. It spreads. It kills him. Oh, no. Not like this. There it is. Bowden's dead. And Gaimin Gladiators, they pick themselves up a nice little eco round, and they're going to get themselves on the board finally with a big one. And money has just been removed here from ATK.
So they don't win either of their two forces, but win the half-buy on round number 4.
Why not?
Why not? It's the Gaimin Gladiators. Logic does not apply to these guys. Their whole buy strategy, it doesn't make logical sense. You're never going to see a team force twice there. But it worked. It worked. They get a free op for Cynic. They ruin the money of ATK, and they don't get the opening pick here on round 5. Cynic doesn't connect that shot. And now it's a cat play coming through from ATK. One out long doors as well, and that'll be Swisher. Carson keeping an eye on that position. And maybe a slower pace here from ATK as time dwindles down. 113. B-Wills. The one on site needs to stand tall, needs to hold the line. Jaspim catches Bowden, but Cynic's already fallen. B-Wills now finally gets another. Swisher's making his move. This could work. Carson goes back to his death. 3v2 in the favor of ATK. Retake coming back in from Jaspim and George. Molotov will not stop the plant. And ATK looking to win another unlikely round, but Jaspim goes over top. Domes missed him. MOTM and Swisher now. Crossfire established towards long. Gaimin Gladiators take the first threat down, and Jaspim sprays the next. 4 kills for him on the round. He's having a Dust2. And it will be a second on the board here for Gaimin Gladiators. Problem being, their money is not going to be good.
No, even with that last round as a 2,400 loss bonus, they get the bomb plant, so it builds up that economy a little bit, but it's just not enough for them to put a full gun round into this, so we'll probably just see the pistols with some good utility usage. Like you said it, Boggs. I mean, Jaspim's able to get himself a quad kill that last round, but even the Molotov not getting the planter, they're able to get that double stack and able to find the kill or the planter right away, which was huge. And ATK now putting like a little bit of pressure in the B tunnels. Might get slowed down a little bit here, that Molly, but oh, Chaz, he's able to get another amount of damage. But look at Bottom. He's just going to run right through it, and he's able to get that kill. All of a sudden, things have switched around, and they've been able to get themselves in this site. Cynic looking for more, but it's just Bottom all over the board. He's been able to put matters into his own hands. Gaimin Gladiators now might need to reconsider a game plan here, and it's just all over. Pistols are the one that takes on round number 4.
Well, it was a half-buy that got the Gaimin Gladiators their first round. And it's a half-buy that gets ATK their 4th. I'm a bit at a loss right now.
I thought I couldn't be amazed anymore, but I guess I'm proven wrong.
These rounds are not going the way you'd expect. Let's just put it that way. It's crazy the way things are working out right now. You'll see teams coming back from deficits. You'll see teams with pistols coming up against the rifles. Good flashbang gets MOTM a couple of kills right there on the entry out towards B. It's tumultuous times. And the Gaimin Gladiators are now the ones in the weaker buy, which might dictate them winning this one, because that's how things have gone. Although it's another B blitz coming through from ATK, at least the early posturing shows this. All 5 in towards upper tunnels, and Op is here in the hands of Bowden once again, an MP9 for Fady. Not something you ever see on the T side. Nade will do a lot of damage, though. Keep MOTM and Bowden a little more honest, although Bowden less so as he has the Op. And Gaimin Gladiators are not going to really aggress off of this lack of presence from ATK, who are starting to fall back towards A. Carson could get lucky here if he holds the line out long.
Yeah, he's going to fall back, though. Definitely the right play. So he's going to play in Big Pit where he has a better advantage, better angle. Hold things down a little bit easier. ATK going to reset the plan. Like they were ready to commit to this, but now it's going to be Carson tested. Vegas gets in, the flashes are being used, and now he's going to go for the swing, but he gets punished, he gets taken out. Bottom's able to find that kill. And now it's going to be the CTs that are able to crunch Fady. Put his head in the device, and they find him, but now that's a site that's going to be open. Cynic's able to find one kill with the scout through the smoke. But that bomb has made its advancement, and Bowden's still waiting in the back of Long A Tunnel. He's expecting somebody to be there, but they're all just here on Catwalk.
Good damage dealt on the Mistum too, but we've seen this position before. The Gaimin Gladiators taking a big nade from Swisher. That's a chunky boy. They're going to push on through Catwalk, though. All 3 out of 4 coming this direction. George, the long-range MP9 spray, gets one that's a flank coming through, but Mistum's holding the line. He's only at 29 HP, and he has Bowden with the op coming up on Catwalk. Mistum not taken down. He's taken down another. Bowden gets the last. Mistum survives on 1 HP, and ATK will salvage it again. 5-2 now, and will Gaimin Gladiators force back again? Probably, because that's what they've been doing, and it's been working, which is the crazy part. Yes, they haven't been getting rounds securely. Neither team has been confident in winning a round.
Yeah, we talked about T-sides being the demise thing here from both, but they're able to find anything. Jazz actually gets a good opener duel, takes down Bowden, so that's the EWP, and George is able to find one too? Like you said, why buy rifles when you can just have pistols? And Cynic, he's just able to run with the USP. He gets a free op. The bomb is dropped in T-spawn. What are we watching? What are we witnessing right now, Boggs?
There's something wrong with the simulation. Get Anders on the horn, help him fix it, because something's terribly wrong right now. This is the most backwards game of what? Missed him? Hold up, we might not be done yet. He might just get 1v5 of the headshots. All headshots for Missed him. Let's see. Let's see him do it. B-Wills, op kill. Ruins the day. Ruins the 1v5 all headshots from Missed him. How could you, B-Wills? But man, Gaimin Gladiators on a half buy again, getting another round. 2 of their 3 rounds have come off half buys. 2 of their 3 rounds have come off of weak half buy rounds.
Oh, it's a sight to behold. It really is. And that's the thing that we talked about this team, right? When they get aggressive and they play, you know, a little bit more loose, that's where they shine, right? This is where Gladiators just do such phenomenal work. And look at that. There you go. You can see George, he's getting a little bit more aggro. He's trying to get some information. He's got the smoke now placed. ATK cannot cross into this unless they want to go in blind. They're down a player, so Cynic's been removed from this equation for the time being in round number 9. Let's see what else they can do. The op will be picked up, though, for Carson. But it is going to be the bomb that's advancing towards long, and that's where 2 of the players here are from the Gladiators, Boggs. And now, again, George is going to get tested. Can he hold this? He needs to shut this down. He's got to find some kills, but oh, it's a little bit of a whiff city. But he's able to find one. Missed him, not able to help him out either. B-Wills, he's able to be the teammate they need, and he's able to get his back.
This is the first proper gun round we've really had all game, and it's coming in round number 9. And there's already 8 site control here from ATK, as Cat's been completely abandoned by the Gaimin Gladiators. MOTM back there, Bowden with another op kill down middle. That's Carson, so he's picked off both oppers down towards mid. First to a Cynic, now it's Carson. Both C's removed for the Gaimin Gladiators. The bomb making its way up Cat as well. Up long, though. George will get the next. Bowden going back. Gives himself a hattie. Grabs the 4K. Trying to plant. We'll have to go and try and shut down Jaspim, who's trying to stop this plant. Plenty of time, but Bowden doesn't care about the plant right now. He knows Jaspim's going to peek as soon as he tries to stick that bomb to dirt. And he's looking for pay dirt! He's looking for the ace, and he's gonna get it! Bowden Master with a huge round for ATK, grabbing the first real gun round we've had all game. And let's see what the Gaimin Gladiators want to do to return here. Are they going to go back to the forces? Are they going to go back to their bread and butter, which has not been full-on buys? Half buy it is. But there's no scout. Maybe, just maybe, ATK can breathe. As I say that, Cynic's running through fire, takes 70 points of damage, and Bowden's got the opener.
Yeah, B-Wolves is done already, but Cynic, he actually does have that lower B control for now. We don't see ATK. They're actually playing on the opposite side of this. They're in middle. So a little bit of a crunch, and now Jazz just on the other side of double door. Swisher's going to be able to find Carson. Oh, there's Cynic. Here it is. He's got a deagle to shine. He's trying to make it sing a little bit more. And now it's a P250. Jazz is able to do some damage too. Monum's low. He's only going to be able to find 2, and that's a nice 3K that we see from MOTM. And a 7-3 score line right now for ATK. We talked about T-sides. They didn't exist in map number 1, but they're surely existing now here on Dust2.
Now it's what's a CT side. It's no longer what's a T side. They flipped. What? Now ATK, though, this is a great response for them. Think of the mental state now for the ATK squad. That's a rough loss on map number 1. You had a 12-3 lead, couldn't get the job done, lost in double OT. Now, you're up to dominating again. You're up to destroying the Gaimin Gladiators, this time on your pick. I'm not going to say after first map that this is going to be anything close to being done and dusted. Far from it. For all we know, we could be getting overtime number 2 again. On map number 2.
It is Dust2. Anything's possible here, Bugs.
It is anything's possible. It's also possible ATK could win out in 16-3 Gaimin Gladiators. There's too many different variables right now with how this is going. And the way that both teams have been able to win with buys that are less than ideal consistently, it's a very it's not concerning, it's just strange. It's a strange map. It's a strange series. And there's a strange opener. It's a long, long doors engagement that ends with Swisher finally finishing off Carson, taking a lot of damage off of that. And now aggression to B tunnels from George could even get some more. He's going to back off now. But the Gaimin Gladiators down an opening pick again. Are in a bad spot, and Fady, that's a great stuff on to Jaspim. Great little burst there onto the window player. Players pushed up long, and B-Wolves will get one. Only one. Walks right into the crosshair of MOTM. Cynic and George, last 2 alive.
Last 2 is Cynic. He's able to find the player. He's able to find a double now. That play was so low. Brought it back to an even footing. Cynic still in CT spawn. The rotate's coming in. George, he spotted this player, so now he knows exactly where they are. They know the bomb's advancing to the site. They know that Fady is in middle. They have time to get these kills. But no, it's going to be the kneecap, and Cynic's able to get the job done. He just misses it by a hair. He gets a second crack at this to see what he can do. It's a 1v1 situation. Missed him. He's just playing duck, duck, goose, and it's going to be Cynic to put him out. And they get themselves finally a round, a much needed round. That's going to be a 7-4.
It's a 4K from Cynic this time. Bowden's got an ace. Cynic's got a 4K plus a clutch. This is one wild, wild ride here. A timeout's been called. Gaimin Gladiators the ones that call this timeout. Comms must be a mess here. In all seriousness, though, money's still enough for ATK to salvage a buy. They'll toss guns around to get a full buy here. At least try and get a full buy. Fady limited to a Tech 9 and Swisher on a Mac 10. Can't say things are much better for the Gaimin Gladiators, though, with a UMP and a FAMAS. But this map has devolved into utter chaos. Strats have kind of gone out the window. It's, hey guys, numbers advantage, let's try and make it work. Or massive individual play, putting up a big round. It's not consistent.
It's really not, and I was actually going to say, like, one player that I'm really surprised in just not having a good game is Carson. He just hasn't been able to find really his footing at all. I mean, he's sitting on the bottom of the scoreboard right now, and look at that. There you go, Monum! Just like that. Peekaboo, here he is. The boogeyman himself. He's able to get in that opener, and now Gaimin Gladiators is a 3-on-5, and bombs already planted. You're retaking into a B site, and they might just try to save this. They don't have any sort of control of the map. They don't have the utility. I mean, they got enough. Just not in a situation like this. And ATK, they just got themselves the first round. Or the first half, sorry.
Yes, they do. And yeah, there's no way Gaimin Gladiators are going to attempt to retake the B site here. It's the second hardest site to retake in Counter-Strike these days since the door flip. The first goes to A site Inferno. B site Dust2. Not used to being second best in that regard, but it'll have to do now. ATK, though, with an 8th on the board. A powerful opening on the B side from MOTM yet again. He's had a good, strong Dust2. Been a big part of the ATK successes so far. See if ATK can get double digits here out of this half. If they're able to, it would be absolutely huge. It would be a very big piece to trying to take this one to a third map. Now, if the Gaimin Gladiators are able to get 2 more out of this half, they're able to grab 6, then maybe ATK are in a little bit of trouble. But still plenty more time to go here. 3 more rounds. We'll see if there's anything special for the Gaimin Gladiators here, who have an op that they saved, a FAMAS that they saved, an M4 that they saved, the MP9 and the Deagle bought up. It's not a pretty buy, but then again, half of their rounds haven't been from nice buys.
Bit of an execute too that we're seeing a little bit of a fake one here from ATK, right? They got the 3 players now. They've taken this bait. Carson gets the 1 kill, trying to look for a little bit more with a FAMAS, but it's not going to happen. Doesn't matter. And now ATK, they've lost their players. 2 remaining. The heavy footing of Modem, he's still alive. Are they going to be able to get across? The bomb advances, but Modem's down to 19. And look at that, he still commits to the fight. He's still trying to put on the pressure. They're both low, 18 and 51. Not even a combined of 100. They're both wounded. They're scattering into this, and now the CTs, 2 of them are in CT spawn. The rotate coming in here from George, going to pick up the Galil. He might be able to get this timing right of his teammates, make some noise, and there it is. Missed him now, the IGL himself on a 1-on-3.
Getting that bomb down, planted for Cat. Not like it really matters in the situation. He's not going to be able to really get away from the bomb. Too many different CTs coming in on his position. All 3 now around the ramp, jumping, spraying. It will be George to finish the job. Cynics jumping, no scopes. We're unable to find a mark. It will be a 5th on the board here for Gaimin Gladiators. Now, 7's within reach. That would definitely be a good scoreline for the Gaimin Gladiators, considering how this one has gone. Bomb down, though, means a buy up again for ATK. Neither team with a lot of money, though. Neither team can really be comfortable economically. The rounds have not been clean. And it's been quite an insane one so far. Where Inferno was very much, if you're on CT side, you're going to win. Dust2 has been, if you're playing the game, you have a good chance. It's been a bit of a coin flip in some of the way some of these rounds have been won. That's some good nade damage. Swisher will have a full course meal of HEs. Probably not his favorite meal of all time, but Gaimin Gladiators will be more than happy to deliver. No need to tip.
Oh, they're slowing this down too. ATK are really... I mean, they looked so aggressive before. They did these like explosive hits, kind of little pop executes. A lot more thought coming into this now. We'll see them. They're grouped up towards the catwalk, and we got missed them. That's actually going to clear up long A close. Just make sure nobody's close on by. Making a little bit of noise and trying to distract as much as possible. Execute is coming in now, and that's going to be Cynic. That's just right beside Game Changer. He spots the player dropping before he splashed, but he has nothing. He has to reposition, and Modem finds him. The op has been removed from this Gaimin Gladiator equation. And now look at this now. The bomb is going to advance itself into this A site, and it's going to be Carson that's been able to change his position before, and now the going to be only player is George. He's the only one close on by, and he's given up his spot now.
The op from Bowden's still alive, which means ATK still have a chance. Their lack of utility becomes a bit of a problem, though. Same could be said for Gaimin Gladiators. One more flash, and that's been used. They have to swing off of it. They have to make it count, and they do. It's all down to Bowden, and he only finds one. George comes up over the truck and will shut down the ATK sniper. 8-6. It all comes down to this last round. And ATK with the bomb plant should have enough for a bye in the next. It's not going to be pretty, though. Their loss bonus is actually kind of in the bin. Only MOTM with anything really resembling a bye. And Gaimin Gladiators with a very good opportunity to grab themselves a 7th round. Bring this to an 8-7 half. Which, considering how it started and how it's gone, would be a very good result here. And for ATK, they'd probably be a bit disappointed if they're not able to, at the very least, grab 9.
Yeah, I think weren't we talking like 7-2 at one point for ATK?
I believe it was 7-3.
Either way. I mean, they had all the momentum in the world, and they looked so confident in everything they were doing, and something's just kind of shaken that confidence a little bit. These Gladiators have been able to finally suit up. Molly's going to come in, going to land on Swisher. They got the noise cue. Swisher, he's getting roasted alive. Down to 44 already. Now that you can see this a little bit more scarce of a hit, and the bomb's still towards long. The execute's coming in a little bit. Bowden Master making some noise, but B-Wills is able to find that kill. They shut down this long A play, but now look, they're going right through mid. They're now going to try to pinch this B site.
Pinch B, will it work? No openings yet. Now they do get one. George sprays wildly, converted into 2 headshots. And he still has enough left for a couple more players. They're converging in on his position. He's stuck out under window, and missed him will put him down. Bomb can go down here, but it's not a safe plant just yet. 1 coming in through tunnels, 2 through doors. Flash goes high. 1 around the door. Carson coming in, spots out 1. Knows the next vicinity as well. Sprays away, outlines him. Mistum can clutch this one up. 1v2. B-Wills versus Mistum. The smoke will fade. The foot shows. B-Wills knows. And he's done so much damage. Does he have the finish in his pocket, though? Can he do the deed? Can he grab 7? No, he can't. Mistum has the headshot. 9-6 going to half number 2.
Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there, and I feel the lies and I feel the sand. Forever who we are, no matter if we're cast away, a fire in the dark. I know that you will be where we are again.
Ay, push start, ay, ball so hard, ay, raise the bar, ay, turn into a star, ay, play my part, yeah, I aim too far, I do it big, I keep it large, okay, live it up, cause it's fake, better give it up, young but I feel like I've seen enough, numbers going up, better keep it up, ain't slowing down, better live it up, I ball too hard,
Welcome to ESL Challenger League Season 41 North America Edition. I'm Boggs, joined by Laz, and we have half number 2 of map number 2 here between ATK and the Gaimin Gladiators. Gaimin Gladiators brought it back towards the end. They were not able to get the full comeback and bring it to an 8-7, but they still did a good enough job, at the very least, getting it to a 9-6 half. ATK now on the CT side with a trade there from Bowden, but Cynic will bring this one back 4v3 into the favor of the GG side as they look to make this one GG in 2.
Gaimin Gladiators going to be stuck on top of Catwalk now. The bottom of the stairs. And Bottom now going to see what he can do. He gets a little bit of information. I don't know if he actually spotted the bomb, but now look at this. The GG squad are going to be able to make themselves loud presence towards this. And now Cynic gets the one player spotted, but it's going to be two players close on by. And look at this. They're just going to do a double fake. They're going to run away to this, but Bottom, he's going to have to stop them in their tracks, and he's able to find two. And now it's just leaving George by himself. On a 1-on-2 situation, still plenty of time left on that clock, Boggs. He can do anything. He's got a smoke in the pocket too, but missed him. He's waiting. He's waiting, and he's going to be able to find, and that's going to be a 10th for ATK.
George really rushing things there. If he takes a second to breathe, he hears the rotation back towards A and gets a free plant on B. Panic a little bit there from George.
Yeah, I would agree. I was a little surprised that he kind of just went hot and heavy like that. I thought he would have maybe slowed things down a bit, but...
Yeah, and he pays for it. Gets caught out in the open towards elbow. No force up from the Gaimin Gladiators. Are we sure this is right? Can we get a check here? Houston?
We're watching the same game.
Yeah, is this the right game? Because Gaimin Gladiators have not purchased anything. Or P250. For all intents and purposes, they bought nothing into this round. They've not done this for 16 rounds. And they do it now.
They do it now. Better late than never, right? Got a P250. That's all they bought. Somebody had to buy something. But now they're going to try to just walk on the cat. Oh, they're going to go for a boost. Going to just do the old little jump boost. And there you go. Cross over. Golden's not able to find it. Gets caught. Doing some damage, though. He's connected with two players, so the plant's going to come in. That's going to be the cat plant. And now you can see ATK. They're ready. Willing and able, but B wills. He's able to find. Look, they're all just jumping into spawn, and it's just a meat grinder, and they'll do. They get the bomb plant. They got their job done. Mission accomplished, and they got themselves some cash.
Yeah, some cash money. They also gave MOTM a little bit of cash money, too, and Carson got credited with the death of one of his teammates. I believe that was B-Wills. But 11-6 now the scoreline for ATK, and that means the racetrack for the Gaimin Gladiators is awfully short. They are on the T side, so they can buy up a little more quickly, and with a little more firepower than they otherwise would be on the CT side of things. And it goes straight for the op. There's 3 FAMASas in the hands of ATK, maybe a 4th, depending on what MOTM buys. Speaking of which, MOTM pulling a swisher from Mirage last week, 24-11 here. More than his next two teammates combined in Bowden, or not more than, but 4 less. Still, good showing here from MOTM, but he can factor no longer into this round. He has been exercised here, and the Gaimin Gladiators are going to take this to middle and leave the bomb and spawn. Maybe Jasmine recovers that. As cat control now taken by this T-side. Cynic mowed down by Swisher, though. It's a big return kill there for ATK. And this kind of spurs Gaimin Gladiators into an awkward split play with Bowden pushing up through long. The middle player is getting caught out by Swisher. Carson, at the very least, getting one. Swisher is caught out, but here comes Bowden from behind. Already with one. The bomb has made his way up cat, however. And that becomes a little bit of an issue here as the bomb will go down. Bowden has the op, though, to try and retake this site. They could even opt to save. Options are plentiful for ATK.
Oh, they're just running into long, but look at this. 2 players here. There's Carson with 1, Carson with 2. No save shall happen, and the op is going to be picked up. Carson's able to get himself on the board, and he had a really slow first half, but even just to be able to pick up a triple kill like that, he's got himself in an 8-8-12, so a pretty decent scoreline. making his way back into the even footing here with his team. And we're going to see ATK now. They're just going to have to go for the save. And they're not even going to invest anything at all, but they're actually going to just push to the middle. There's an HE, sorry, that they do purchase. Doesn't connect. Now they're just rushing in. Jazz Pimp, he's going to be a little bit careful. He's spraying frantically, but he gets overwhelmed. Those USPs now are doing damage. They're doing way more damage than I thought. What is going on? What is happening?
Your guess is as good as mine. Now, whether or not those guesses are any good at all, we'll find out. Ops from Cynic not connecting, and it's down to a 1v1, and Bowden has been given his weapon of choice. The op is in his hands. The bomb can be recovered here for George, though. He doesn't know Bowden's gone all the way down into middle. That's one thing that George does not know. Bowden's pushing up now. Bowden's going for the big... He's going towards tunnels. He's going the right way. A masterful read from Bowden here. Posting up, getting the sound cues. George knife out. Will die surely. Bowden has his number. And ATK have 12. Gaimin Gladiators kind of fumbled their chance here. Really fumbled their chance against the USPs. That puts him in a sticky situation. A Deagle, 2 MAC-10s and AK on 2. Up against a double op of Fady and Bowden on Dust2. This is going to be a hard round.
Yeah, they're putting all the pressure into long, though, so Bowden's still holding ground. Yeah, they're still trying to contest for this. They get the big pig control. Actually, they will leave it. They're going to retreat from this plan. Not a lot of utility that's being dispensed here from ATK. Now they're going to reposition themselves, giving up mid a bit more. They're playing passive towards the B doors, and actually double sticks are going to be here. Fady's got the op ready to go. Very interesting now setup we're seeing from Gaimin Gladiators. A little bit unsure of what they want to do. And look at this ATK. They're just pressing forward. They're just going to push mid. They're just going to go for these fights. They don't care at all.
That's kind of the antithesis of what you want to do against a weaker buy, too. ATK should know that Gaimin Gladiators are not going to be on a full buy. There's going to be some pistols, some SMGs, and you give them a level situation by going aggressive when you don't need to on a map where you can pretty much turtle up for a large portion of it. Fady, though, as a lineup, only connects onto 1. And Bowden will have the next over on the A side, going up and down and going around. Carson the last to fall. 13-7. Dust2 looking like it's all formality now. Mirage is where we'll settle things. Unless something changes massively into the favor of the Gaimin Gladiators, it looks like we'll have our first real, not crazy comeback here.
Yeah, unless we see a comeback. I mean, never say never. We saw it on map number 1. There was a lead that was just taken away. But this round, I mean, Gaimin Gladiators on the light purchase. They just got some pistols with a bit of smoke utility. Not going to contest for the long A, but instead we'll get that B lower control. They got 3 smokes, though, here, Boggs. So, I mean, they could go for the mid execute if they want. Let's see where they go with this. Cynic going to get lined up here now for the CT smoke. There it is. The Paul flash is in. They're going to run through this. Monum's going to be the one to CT spawn. Gets that easy kill. They go before the smokes are bloomed. I'm not sure why, but they're going to do it anyways. And Monum's able to find more kills. And look at that. He's having a field day, and he's got himself a quad. Can he get himself an ace? He's on the hunt, but it's going to be George just inside of lower B, and he's just hanging out with a Deeg.
Well, no ace for MOTM. Swisher steals that. Terrible teammate. Why would you ever do that to somebody? But in all seriousness, though, ATK, I don't think they care who's getting aces or not right now. What they care about is a bounce-back map. It's a solid, strong scoreline right now to take it into the final map. Take momentum into Mirage. The problem being Mirage is almost a tailor-made map for the Gaimin Gladiators. People who like to run around and shoot. It's the ideal map for the Gaimin Gladiators, but Dust2 right now, looking like it's the ideal map for Bowden Master. Already has himself an ace to this game and gets another opening pick for ATK. Fady will chime in as well in that secondary op. Bowden mowed down, and so is Fady now with a nice headshot from George. Into a 3v3, but the rotations are back towards the A side. Swisher trying to hold the line. That's a good headshot there on the B-Wills, and he spots out a player on car as well. Jaspin trying to stay alive, sprays down one through the smoke. Swisher ducks back. And he has to be careful now as that flash goes high, not to die before Mistum can come on the backstab through long. There it is. He'll get both. And map point here for ATK.
Well, ATK is showing us why they picked this map. They're looking a lot more clean on this one. They've been able to accumulate a lot of rounds, and they're on now map point to push this thing to a map number 3. And Gaimin Gladiators have a very, very long road ahead of them if they want any sort of a comeback. It's going to be 3 Galils with double AKs with limited utility available. Bomb going to be dropped inside of T-spawn. 4-1 split now that we see from the GG squad. MOTM going to be fully blind. It's going to be the AK of Cynic that's able to get that first entry point. But that bomb, Boggs, it's still back. It's not a commitment yet.
No, it's not, and they just wanted an opening pick from the looks of things. Now look at Mistim, he's pushing in towards tunnels, and he's going to get caught out by George. Lots of damage dealt by ATK, but nothing is equating to a kill just yet. Bowden's in lower tunnels now, and George is on the angle. Will not be able to win that duel, but does a considerable amount of damage to the ATK sniper. Bowden now falling into middle, peeks out, but ATK do not know that Tons is basically under the full control of the Gaimin Gladiators. All 4 players now working their way into the B site. Swisher moving his way to defend. Has a nade in hand. Tosses a Molotov too. That'll buy time. If that nade goes in, it could do some serious damage. Jazzpimp and Cynic are wounded. And Jazzpimp goes down. Cynic to 5. Carson to 19. And that's an efficient HE thrown by Swish.
Yeah, that might have just solidified the round. I mean, now both these players are just squishy, man. They got nothing. Unless we see some kind of sneaky route play, they're going to be able to get this. So they got a double kill now. So they're back to a 2-2. Fady waiting. He's got the cross, but he's going to give it up now. Gaimin Gladiators have been able to get their crossing into this. Cynic waiting patiently, but they only got 17 seconds left. Fady got the lineup. He's ready to go. Helmet's throwing. Oh, but it's all just down to Cynic to come alive, but it's not going to be. It's going to be ATK to push this thing to a map number 3.